Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to set up your own buttons in SunLite 3. So it took me a bit of fiddling to work this one out. I do have an IT background, but I don't have a lighting background, so some of the terminology threw me at first, like pages and things like that. But you can see I've got some sort of pulsing, changing lights going on there. They're my PAR 64s along the top. So if I find my PAR 64s, here they are, and then you can see the color light or the color effects is on because it's got this like highlighted effect, and you can see that one's on. So if I flick that off, and you'll see now I've got no lights on at all. Now I would like this window to stay up on top if I can. Can I make it do that? No, can't remember how to do that. That's no good. Snap to grid, snap to objects. Keep this dialog box always on top. Yeah, there we go. All right, now you can see that. So just for way of example, if I grab my spotlights, which are along the side here, we have 6 of them, and there's these generic sort of functions which SunLite has in there by default, or just pulsing, flashing like that, or I can turn on one light at a time. So that's light 3, that's light 4, that's light 6, that's like 1, or I can put on a few at once. Notice the grey colour here, that means that function is in use. If I turn them all off, it'll go black again, and then all my lights are off. I'll just run you through some other functions here. So oh no, I haven't put those in yet. We won't worry about those. Intimidator spots. So I have on the stage here 2 moving headlights. I've programmed in some buttons here already, but just to use the generic ones, we go a color. All right. So you see I had to click a few things here. So one was position, and you can see it's in a circle. So they're essentially going round and round in a circle. I had to turn the shutter on or open, if you like, to let the light through. And then I had to choose, or maybe I didn't have to choose a color. I can choose a color there if I want to. So there's me blue, green, whatever I want. Okay. And you can go through and play around with these functions as you like. But what I'd like to show you is how do I set up a button so that I can bring it up exactly how I want in the scene I want. So you can see I've got a few here already that do certain things. For example, I've got this one called blue scene, and the lights just shoot up together. I'm actually using that as part of a bigger function, as part of my master. I'll turn that one off. I've got this blue center stage, which is combining 2 sets of lights. So I've got my pin spots along the top, and I've got my blue spots down here, which is all aimed at our person in the middle there. So I use the master to combine, I suppose, different effects across different lights. But if I just want to do an effect for one light, say I like this circular white thing, perhaps I want to use that somewhere. With Intimidator spot selected at the top here like it is, with the lights on, I click on, remembering that this bar at the top now, because I have Intimidator spot selected, and it's purple, I've got a purple line up here, this whole area is now for manipulating my Intimidator spots. I can click new scene or new switch basically. New switch, that comes up. Enter the name of the switch, white circles. So make it something descriptive so that you can find it again. And see this one here, as you see now. So literally that means exactly as you see now. That's what I'm going to get when I press that button. Button layer, I haven't used that function. I'm not going to worry about that. Just click OK. And then I've got white circles. Init is like initiate, so nothing. Blackness, if you like. And then as soon as I click white circles now, I have white circles. And having these buttons can be handy because I might want white circles, then I might want this one that I set up earlier called flashing, which makes the spots flash like that. I might want to use my PAR 64s, which are my lights across the top here, and I might want to have them flashing in some sense as well. What can we do there? Hang on, that's the wrong lights. That's my pin spots. I'm on the wrong one. Easy to do. Par 64s. Here we go. Let's go. They're not flashing yet, are they? Let me get those on. They are not going on. Alright, I've got a problem with those. I'll have to look into that. Oh, I can get those ones up. Well, let's do that. Alright, so I've got flashing spots, I've got my intimidators on circles, and I've got my pars on this sort of colourful thing across the top here. So now if I want a scene like that, or I want that to happen in a scene, essentially with master selected, I now do new scene or new switch. I'm going to try new scene this time. Very similar. Let's just call it rock scene because there's lots going on. And again, I've got as you see now. So when I hit this button, I'm going to get exactly what I see now in my screen. Click OK. Boom, there it is, my rock scene. Now if I hit initialize or initiate, they should all go off. There we go. Rock scene, off. Rock scene, off. So you can see that's working quite well there now. Now I can edit this by going, if I want to change something, button, edit. And it brings up basically, this is like the editor view, I suppose, of everything that's going on with these lights in this scene. And I can start it by hitting play, and you can see that's all going on there. And I can stop it again. So you can make further modifications to this in here. And that's essentially it for now. That's the basics of how to add scenes and buttons. Save changes, yes. So that you can call them up quickly when you need them in your show.